Dillian the Body Snatcher right here. It's a champ. Big up to Sporting Icon. Subscribe. Otherwise, I might pay you guys a visit.
Okay, so firstly, apologies for the lack of videos yesterday. I was so busy yesterday, so I do apologise. So today, I'm going to do a bit of a catch-up on the recent boxing news stories over the last 24, maybe 48 hours. On this one, I was in an interview with Bob Arum on IFL TV. Now, big up to Andrew McCart, of course, who was taking the interview. I've met him quite a few times. He's a real nice lad. In fact, I even interviewed him. Now, within this interview, among the many things that I was speaking about, Andrew asked Bob Arum his thoughts on the WBC now officially mandating Dillian Whyte to fight the winner of Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. Now, of course, today's Friday, so of course that fight will be happening tomorrow. Now, as an example, let's say Tyson Fury gets past Wilder. Let's say Dillian Whyte gets past Otto Wallin. Those two scenarios, so Fury versus Dillian Whyte, will be next. Of course, there is the option of a 30-day period where they can negotiate with the undisputed champion, but of course that's not going to happen because of Anthony Joshua activating the rematch. So, looks like, all going well, we'll get Fury versus Whyte. Now, a few people asked me a while ago, why is it that I said that should Dillian Whyte get past Otto Wallin and should Tyson Fury get past Deontay Wilder, I fully expect the WBC to officially mandate this fight, which of course now they have. But I did say that I will speak to Dillian and I will advise him. Not that he has to listen to me, of course not. He's his own man. He's very intelligent. He manages it himself. But I will advise him to take it to purse bid. Well, what Bob Arum said yesterday is exactly why. Because Bob Arum says that Las Vegas is the home for boxing and Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte should happen in Las Vegas. Two Brits in Las Vegas. Now, there's a few ways to look at this one. Now, he said that the Brits, obviously, because at some point in November, I don't know whether it's just Las Vegas or America as a whole, I don't know, but Brits can travel to America. So he said that Brits would love to travel to America, 10,000 Brits, to go watch Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte in Las Vegas. Now, while, of course, there is an element of truth to that, no matter where the fight is, people will travel. People want to see that fight, okay? But that's not right, in my opinion. That's not fair. Which is why I said that I would certainly be advising Dillian Whyte to take it to purse bid. And maybe then Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, or maybe even Sky Sports, whoever, could win the purse bid and put it on wherever Dillian wants to put it on. Because as a Brit, do we want to see Fury versus Whyte in America and have to travel? No, of course not. It's much easier, more convenient and cheaper to go watch these guys here in the UK. Now, 10,000 Brits travelling, okay. But you can put that fight on in a stadium here. Now, I don't know whether or not that would sell out Wembley. I have no idea. But it would certainly do well for around about 60 to 70,000 stadium. It would do well there. For sure, it would sell. No doubt. But when you look at, say, Las Vegas, I don't know how big a brand or name Dillian Whyte is in America. I don't know. Tyson Fury, yes, he's more popular than Deontay Wilder, but we've seen with Tyson Fury that he does need a good dance partner, and the dance partner has to be American in order for him to just sell a little bit. Even though Wilder and Fury, this third fight, is struggling to sell tickets. It's really, really struggling. Yes, a lot of it is because of the Brits, but the point is, it's struggling. Fury and Wilder don't sell that well. So you take an American out of the equation and replace him with a Brit, he's probably going to struggle quite a lot. We've seen Fury, he had, 7,000 against Otto Wallin and about 5,000 or 6,000 against Tom Schwartz. That's not sellout. That's not even half full. Okay? So, again, Bob Arum, he was talking about how it's a box office, it's a pay-per-view. And pay-per-views do better in America. Well, pay-per-views are more expensive in America for sure. But do Americans want to watch two Brits going at it? Probably. Do they want to pay for it? Probably not. They're more likely to pay for it if, for example, Fury was to fight an American. No matter who the American is, it's an American. Okay, so they're more likely to pay for it as much as they may well be intrigued about this particular fight. So for me, this fight should be in the United Kingdom. And I think probably touching close to 100% of people would probably agree with me on that. Of course you would. Because the fight would generate more money here, more interest here. And this is what I said, that Dillian Whyte should take it to purse bid, because if you leave it in the hands of Bob Arum and Tyson Fury, they don't care about British fans. Tyson Fury has openly said this. He doesn't want to fight in the UK. He doesn't care about the British fans. Yes, and that includes you, Fury superfans. He doesn't care about you. He wants to be a celebrity over there in America. That's what he wants. But that particular fight, all going well, of course, if we get to that point, should be in the United Kingdom. Maybe it be in Old Trafford. Maybe it be at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It would sell that. St James's Park here in Newcastle. Yes, please. Okay, but that's my point. It would do far more here than what it would in Las Vegas. Again, a Brit, he or she is going to have to pay for the travel, as in the flights, the accommodation, and the tickets. And the tickets ain't going to be cheap, especially in Las Vegas. Plus spending money. It's far more convenient and cheaper to do it here. The tickets will be cheaper in the stadium, probably half the price. And you can get 6, 7, 8 times more than what it would sell in Las Vegas. Correct? And the pay-per-view as well would do better here in the UK because it's 2 Brits and it's on our time zone as well. Any fight that goes up at, say, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, UK time, doesn't sell that well here in the UK because people either A, don't want to wake up, or B, have to set their alarm. People like to sit down, watch the boxing at home, have some pizza or some takeaway, whatever it may be, have a couple of beers if you drink or whatever it may be, and watch the boxing. People don't have to wake up because you can't be eating pizza at 5 o'clock in the morning, now can you? If you're waking up especially. Anyway, that's my thoughts on it all. I think Bob Arum is a little out of touch on this one. This is why I said before, Dillian Whyte needs to take this to purse bid. Eddie Hearn, he says he's got a whole boatload of money. Well, let's see. Win the purse bid. But more importantly, Fury beat Wilder. Dillian beat Otto Wallin. That's more important. Okay, anyway, for now, I'll catch you all on the next video. Subscribe.